Tom, thank you very much, and Senator, it's an honor to be with you, and thank you for being a real stalwart when it comes to supporting the film industry. Rob, head of our film commission, is doing a fact. Aren't you glad you moved out of the Midwest to come to Texas?
Amen,
Amen, brother. But anyway, today is just another milestone, if you will, along a rather interesting and exciting path that Texas has taken as we bring another major production to the Metroplex. And you know, some people might suspect that production companies flock to this area, you know, that's a pretty cool skylight right there. I mean, that skyline of Dallas, of all of the cities, the extraordinary geography that we offer to the people who are in the business of entertaining us and bringing the magic of a movie or a commercial or, for that matter, a video game into our lives. And but with all of that, the truth of the matter is our biggest draw is the people of this state. It's the visionaries. It's the people like this mayor and his council, and his Mayor Pro Tem Caraway. I mean, it's those of you who truly understand the importance of what creating the environment so that these amazing artists can come and take advantage of what we have created in this state. And I tell people that it is not an accident, Jim, that people are moving to Texas in droves. You know, with all due respect to California, they're moving out of California in massive numbers back to the east, and the bulk of them are coming to Texas. And they're coming here because we've created an environment where people know that they can keep more of what they work real hard for. But they also know that Texas is going to be a very, very competitive place. And Gary, when we were here earlier, and well, I guess last year, and I guess we handed out the first incentive check to then, when you were working with the A-team over here, as Jim refers to it. How'd I do? Is that all right? Did I handle that right?
That's right.
And yes, sir. But listen, we love competition, and that's just a great example of it right there. You guys compete with each other, but we compete with other states. And as Tom shared with you, we found ourselves back in the mid-2000s being outmaneuvered and films leaving, and importantly, crews leaving. And those 24/7, 365 days a year, people living in your city, spending money, being a part of your community, they were leaving Texas because we were no longer competitive. And we realized that we had to deal with that, and we did. And Senator, I want to again thank you for being a very powerful influence on the legislative process and guiding that through and putting Texas back in the epicenter of the filmmaking industry in this nation and in the world as well. So the philosophy of competition, of creating an environment in the state where the economics work is at the heart of the philosophy that updated the moving image industry incentive program. I think I signed it in April of 2009 over at Robert Rodriguez's studios there in Austin, and people, there was a palpable sense of excitement and looking forward to what this was going to do to our state. And just over a year since that program took effect, we've fielded offers on some 206 different projects across the state, and that equates to more than 28,500 jobs, full-time jobs I might add, and more than $184 million in spending in the state of Texas that's been brought in. And the folks over at the Texas Film Commission are diligently guiding those grant dollars and to stay in line with the program's directives and to maximize the benefit to the state. So as the program picks up speed, as more people, you guys talk to your friends and say, this is where you want to be, this is where you need to be, we're going to see production popping up all across the state of Texas. And it's reverse migration is starting to set in the film industry, when those people who left through the last few years are going to be coming back to the state, and they're part of a critical growing mass that is going to continue to drive Texas forward and establish our state as the preferred location for film production and game design, commercials, television production. So, Jim, again, I want to say thank you for your conscious effort in picking Texas, and let me just simply say we're really glad you're here. We will be there and live up to our commitment, and we know that you will do the same, and so let's make some movie magic.